This is NBA Shoot Around. Let's get your best DFS and sportsbook plays on tonight's 7-game slate.
So, Nick, who are you going to pay up for in DFS?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to that point in the season where, you guys just mentioned in the intro, how stacked up the standings are really in both conferences, where you kind of have to start looking and say, okay, is this team going to try? Is there a chance that this team, only plays Giannis, for example? Does he maybe only play a quarter tonight? Do the Bucks want to lose and kind of hang back in that 3 or 4 spot and maybe avoid the Nets in round 1? So it could get a little tricky. Obviously, you're going to want to check your lineups throughout the day. As always, I feel like we should mention Nikola Jokic sitting at the top of the board at 12,600. He's going up against Memphis. Denver still could catch Utah for the number 5 seed. Not a huge difference there, but maybe a slightly preferable matchup against likely Dallas instead of Golden State. So there is still something on the line for the Denver Nuggets if you want to go with Jokic. For me, if you're targeting Embiid or Giannis, it's a wait-and-see situation. I wouldn't be surprised if one or both of those guys are ruled out. Both of those teams still jockeying for position at the top of the East. One guy I do like, who I think is relatively safe, Lamelo Ball at 9,200, gets a really good matchup against Orlando. He's coming off of 2 really bad games. Charlotte's been blown out by almost 30 in each of their last 2, but that's not going to happen against this Orlando Magic team. And Charlotte could theoretically still catch Atlanta for the number 9 spot in the Eastern Conference, which doesn't seem like that big of a deal, 9 versus 10. But, in that first play-in game, that would mean you get that game at home. So very much a game that Charlotte wants to win tonight, I think, for it. And I like LaMelo at 9,200.
All right, Chinmay, which guy are you paying up for in DFS?
There's plenty of great options tonight. You have Embiid, Harden, Giannis, and Jokic are all looking like really good plays if they do suit up. And I think that's a really good point that Nick made, that you got to make sure that these guys are actually playing at this time of the season when there could be some shenanigans when it comes to kind of fixing the playoff matchups and trying to get better seeding. I think we'll see that more on Sunday than we do today. But one guy that I really like is Karl-Anthony Towns, and he just had that 60-point game against the Spurs last month. The Timberwolves are still fighting for the chance to get the number 6 seed, and I believe Towns is still under 10K, and he's got a great matchup against a team that he just torched recently. So give me the Timberwolves center as the guy that I'm paying up for tonight.